Hello all. Today I welcome you all. Every time we do debate, that's normal. So let's do something unique. As this is the month of February, so love month. So let's start with our love guru, none other than our Ramnath. Let's know about his love story. So,
You know what? There is a term called Satavadhanam, Astavadhanam, Sahasravadhanam in Telugu. A single person will be remembering all the questions and coming out with answers. I'm getting that kind of feeling. All lovely daughters of mine, darling daughters, I always refer them to. And I'm here to disclose certain very important things. I mean, not exactly important for you all, I mean, very important to me. There are any number of persons, any number of my contacts that wanted me to share my love story with them so that they will be having some kind of idea about the love and everything. It's a pretty lengthy story. I just want to cut it short. We don't have enough time to get through each and every point. So what exactly happened, I met her in a feast and it was Hanuman Chalisa. That's why it's one of my favorites. I never visit temples, I never worship, I don't even touch the feet of my parents. But Hanuman Chalisa is something I always remember because it is due to Hanuman Chalisa's, the chanting and everything that made me meet my future wife, then girlfriend. One of my students' parents was celebrating their 25th anniversary of Business Silver Jubilee and they arranged a Hanuman Chalisa. And I normally don't go, but I don't know what exactly made me go to Chhatrapur, and they remain in Chhatrapur. And a girl came all the way to the place where feast was going on, and she came up with a couple of ice creams. And she just held one ice cream in her hand and just showed combo like this. She uttered the word combo. I mean, I felt flat. And I don't know what exactly that won me over. I felt simply flat and I immediately decided that this is going to be the girl whom I am going to marry. And if at all I have to marry, it would be her. There is absolutely no other opinion and no other go. But it's very difficult to approach a girl because it's not decent to approach a girl for marriage without having any knowledge about her. So I immediately asked her sister, who happened to be my student and whose parents were celebrating. And I immediately asked her and she said, she's my sister and if you want to talk to her, you can talk to her, not a problem. But I was shy. I was not the Ramnath that I am right now. I'm pretty open right now. I can talk anything under the sun. But I was pretty shy then. So I was not in a position to kind of start the conversation. I immediately asked her whether it is advisable or it is decent to start a conversation with her. She said no problem, she's pretty broad-minded, no problem. Though she belongs to a village, she's pretty broad-minded and you can start. But still I didn't muster enough words to start that conversation. It so happened, luck would have it, as luck would have it, the day prior to my parents' anniversary, 30th April is my parents' anniversary, on 29th April she sent a message, friend's request to me. And I was like that. It was something else. It was like heaven for me. And I immediately said, this girl is going to be a friend of mine if I accept the request. And I immediately accepted the request without making a single fraction delay. I accepted and she sent a message, I want to learn English. Then I said, okay, no problem. Let me control myself, let me collect myself. And I was a bit too excited. And I always knew that she was looking forward to learning. And but okay, with all good intentions, okay, nothing bad about that. Then she said she wanted to learn English, and the caravan started there from.
The beginning of your love story is amazing, but I have a question that people says that after in love marriage, love became falling or love is reducing in after marriage. Do you feel that?
The thing is that love is something beyond infatuation, attraction, etc. And if you get attracted to someone, if there is infatuation, there is a chance of that infatuation creeping in. But mine was not infatuation. I didn't exactly get attracted to the beauty of her, and I never saw her as a girl who was beautiful. I saw the eyes in her. I saw the eyes of hers, and I saw the pain in her eyes. And it was more a compassion as opposed to love. And I fell in love with her problems. I fell in love with her. The situation she was in. And I always knew that she was in deep pain. I always wanted to help her. So in this way, what exactly happens? You love the person. You don't love the face. You don't love the the beauty. Okay. Whenever you fall in love with a person, the love never decreases or subsides. The love always remains the same. That's the difference between falling in love with a person and falling in love with the beauty. Okay.
So my question is, what is that best quality in ma'am which really attracted you? As you said, if you want to add something, you can. And what is that thing which makes her different, totally different from others? And what all changes you have seen in yourself after being with her?
Oh, magnificent. What makes her different? She's very different. She's different in the sense that she can win even her opponents over. Like I said in one of my quotes, victory is something you don't exactly win against someone, you win over someone. Winning over means dil jeetna. You win over someone, you uska dil jeette ho. You win his or her heart. So she is an Ajat Satru. You know what Ajat Satru means. She doesn't have any enemies. She is such a fabulous, fantastic girl. She always keeps a smile in her face. Even the worst of enemies love her. So that's a fantastic thing to have. A fantastic thing to have. I mean, I know it better than most because I have so many enemies in Berhampur. I always want to learn this thing from her. And she's always attentive. She is always ready to help anyone. She's always ready to. In fact, my mother, she has become a huge fan of hers. I mean, it's not natural for a mother-in-law to become a fan of her daughter-in-law. These things don't normally happen. बोलते ना दिल कभी मिल नहीं सकते. Dil means daughter-in-law and Bill means mother-in-law. Okay, Dil milna बहुत मुश्किल है. But it is completely like a person who used to be against her initially when I kind of expressed. I mean, when I shared this fact of my being in love with someone. I shared this with my mother. She was dead against the marriage. I mean, she's the same person who now has fallen in love with her daughter-in-law. I mean, in all positive sense, okay, and don't take it any other way. So that's what. And my life has changed completely after having married her because the stress that I always used to have, I still have. That has decreased to a great extent. Because I don't need to worry about my parents' well-being. I don't need to worry about how my mother is taking medicines. I don't need to worry about certain things which I used to have some kind of worry about. Like every possible care in this world is being taken. Responsibility has been taken by my wife. So that's a huge thing. I started singing better. Okay, after having got married, I started singing better. My expressions got better, and most people they opine that I am a better singer than I was when I was unmarried. So that's the thing. Anything else?
Okay, so I want to ask a question. Every couple goes out for a short trip. You might have also gone. So I think how you managed to go for a trip with her secretly, and how and at the stage when it comes, how you handled your family to bring your love to the front line.
My goodness. that was a hell of an experience. Actually, the thing is that the caste she belongs to, Kumati. We have around maybe 2,99,586 Kumatis going around Berhampur. Though the population is not that. Okay. The caste has such vast population in Berhampur, it's practically impossible to do anything stealthily. Even if you take Gupchup outside, people will look at you and, oh no, these two people are doing something. Okay. And you know what, the mentality, like village mentality, someone said, Kushbu maybe, once we don't like something happening, we always share this that to with each and every person in the society. You know, these two people are having something fishy,
Yes.
and they're doing something fishy, and these things are
Something
not
is
bad.
fishy.
Something is going on between these things. But I don't know what exactly happened. We ventured out. We went to Roland College, where she was appearing exams. We went to Domino's. We went to Puneshwari Classic, which is a hub of the Kumuti kind of people. Okay, all Kumutis they have such sessions on Sunday. Okay, and no one noticed us. No one ever noticed us, and it was like maybe I was looking a bit too old for my comfort. Maybe people used to think that she is my daughter. I don't know. With my bald head, I don't know what exactly happened, but no one noticed, and no one, spilled the beans, or for that matter, no one leaked the secret. It was between me and her. It was, it's unbelievably, like if I can put it like that. So that's what happened, and I always told her that we are not exactly doing anything wrong. And we are adults, and we can choose the life partner of our choice, and we don't need to be afraid of anyone. If at all someone asks you, can simply straight away tell that I'm in a relationship with a boy. Who cares for me? And if someone had asked me, in fact, I wanted someone to ask me. I wanted someone to tell my father who can ask me. Who could have asked me. I didn't need to approach my father. I could have said that after having been asked by my father. I always wanted that to happen, but it didn't. It never happened. My father never knew about these things, and until I shared the fact with him. That's what happened, and I always used to tell her that she was always having that problem of fear. If someone catches us so-called red-handed, what would happen? I said, no problem, nothing to fear. We are not doing anything wrong. It's fine. You need me, I need you.
So what was your father's reaction after that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't reveal that.
And also her family's
Family's
reaction.
reaction.
My father's reaction was completely expected, okay, because it's not. See, if we had been in his position, we would also reacted the same way. I kept it away from him for such a long period. Maybe after 3 years of relationship, I shared this fact with him. It's but natural for someone to have such kind of reaction. I don't think about it. Never. When I came out with this fact, he got very angry, very upset. I still remember I shared this with him in station, Paramapur railway station, and he suddenly came up with a statement that it is not acceptable to me. Immediately he asked me what was her caste and what is the language she uses. Normally I said Kumuti and Odia. Once Kumuti and Odia, and we Komagramana people have such differences with that kind of caste. And immediately said, no chance whatsoever. Then as a result of so many things, strange turn of events in my family, everything went off pretty nice. Thanks to like that. That's why I always say that best wishes always mean a lot. Best wishes don't come from more than say a handful of people, but they work wonders. In profit loss account, we have gross profit on dividend and interest only. On the debit side, we have so many expenses, but generally we have net profit. So that's what happened in my case. But thank you so much for having given me this opportunity to reveal certain things. I just cannot forget you all wonderful daughters of mine. Thanks a lot.